I hope this video comes out clear because the lens and the whole front of the screen is filthy. Well, wipe it down, you say. And I say I'm doing 800 other things because I am lit, actually. On GSD, in fact. And then I know what you're saying. Then that should be even more of a reason to just wipe down the damn uh, screen, girl. But I'm doing other stuff right now. And when the thing that made me turn on the camera was to, for some damn reason, God has wanted me to show you how I ration the ingredients for our citrus stew. Citrus stew. That's that concoction that wards off things viral, boogeyman like the latest pandemic virus of the Y2K. So I was busy eating, or forcing myself to eat these halves of these grapefruits that look so amazing on the inside, but they're not good. Look, that's actually my second effort from a whole different grocery store. So this tells me that all the stores are getting their grapefruit from the same motherfucker who had a struggle crop this year. Because these things have that thin, shiny skin, which is not indicative. I need that bumpy golf ball ass skin. They let me know that what's inside might be, it might not even be this red. Matter of fact, it might look like regular grapefruit. But you bite into that hoe, it's so sweet, but yeah, these, I knew they was gonna be trash. And then when I cut it open and it was this beautiful on the inside, I actually knew even more was gonna be trash, just because of this whole skin situation. This thin, shiny skin on these things is, man, it's gonna be a fail. So anyway, I cut it open. It was beautiful and red. That would make a non-connoisseur think, oh, this is gonna be delicious. So, and to the point where I even said to myself, well, it is nice. It got some nice color. But my common sense knew better. It was like, no, that skin situation should tell you what it's going to be. Don't take no big ass bite. This is not going to come out well if you take a big ass bite. So what did I do? I looked at it, and the colonized part of my brain was like, but it's so red and juicy looking. Took a big ass bite. My dumb ass. Well, now I'm taking big ass bites to hurry up and get it over with. Because I should just put the whole thing in citrus stew, but I feel like still some fruit juice that's, has some healthy antioxidants in it. And I don't want to totally waste it by ingesting none of it. So I go ahead and I take big loose bites just to get some of the juice, a lot of the juice out of it if I can. So it's like this. Y'all know I usually cut a slit down. That's how I eat my grapefruits now. I done been through the whole different ways of cutting your grapefruit to eat it all pretty. Fuck that. When our ancestors was out there in the fields, they got this bitch and broke it open and went to town. That's all it was to it. So I still cut it down the middle. But then I cut a pie slice in there, and then I break that open. And now I'm taking, it's not that nasty as my face is looking, but you just really want something sweet when you have something that with that kind of color. It is not giving it to me. So I'm just taking big loose bites to be able to take advantage of any health benefits the juice may have. In fact, this is it's not delicious. So I get a bundle of herb stems, and I put it in the part that I cut the pie slice out of. And that's a little in there. And then I put it on the boiling water upside down like this. And so here I have 2 halves of a grapefruit. For each half, it gets a bundle of herb stems. If I also include the lime that I have in the morning sometimes. Meanwhile, simmer up. Now, from my own ancestral education, it is my experience from ancestral specialists that it's more beneficial. It would be kind of a waste to put the salt in now, because if it's just simmering over the stove until someone is ready to inhale it, then you don't need to burn up any unnecessary sea salt that you're using, right? So I usually wait until we actually get ready to use it the first time, and then put the sea salt in it and then inhale right over it. In fact, I think it's more beneficial to do it that way anyway. I think that's how it's meant to be done, because it's more ancestral education though. I don't know if you hear me though, you probably don't. But like, it's not going to hurt anything to leave the salt that you've used in there, but you get the benefits of the sea salt most ideally when you have it simmering a little, and then you sprinkle the salt right where it's simmering most, and you'll have the bubbles will increase in that area, and that's those bubbles coming up, that's what you want to inhale. I know y'all think I'm crazy. But the most potent and effective part of the medicine that you're using from this simmering citrus stew is the evaporation that is coming off of the citrus stew. And the evaporation of those elements are really super duper concentrated in the bubbles that bubble up. You know how when something's boiling, all those bubbles that come up, the air within those, the components within those bubbles before they burst are at its peak potency. So when you sprinkle the salt into the simmering citrus stew just before you inhale, so you sprinkle the salt in, then it causes to bubble up some more, and you put your head in, and that is that bubble area, simmering area, that's the area you inhale. Get it all down your throat, into your lungs. Inhale it mostly through your mouth, ironically, just mostly through your mouth. You can even make your mouth a straw, a large straw, and suck up all that boiling, that steam from those gurgling bubbles that came from you sprinkling the salt right in that spot. And that is the medicine, the most potent of the medicine. It still works if you just lean over it and breathe the steam. That's still effective as well. But you're gonna get your most intense dose by inhaling those bubbles forming from the sea salt that you sprinkle while it's simmering. The sudsy area of bubbles is where your potency is, really is. In terms of citrus stew, as far as that goes. Because you could also just use cannabis, but you'd have to use it the exact right way. And if you're either not educated or miseducated by Americans' kind of education system, then you wouldn't know. You just wouldn't know. How would you? You wouldn't know. But yeah, I guess that's a lesson that I was sent to teach today for those adults who peruse past this video and happen to be using citrus stew in your protection measures during these pandemic times. Okay, yeah, so it's already warm now, but to me it's going to be at its ideal potency just before you put your sea salt in there. So I could put my sea salt in there. I think I've shown you guys on camera. I know I haven't uploaded the video because there has been no such edit to date. But yeah,